This weather pattern really isn't letting up. The winds off the Atlantic every so often blowing some smoke our way from the Canada wildfires. Visibility was a little bit challenged with the haze yesterday, and air quality was diminished some as well. And every so often we'll see some showers as well. And the pattern looks like it finally begins to break down later in the week, but for First Wednesday Art Walk tonight downtown, for the Alice Cooper concert in St. Augustine, enjoy, I guess, the wind that's coming off the Atlantic. It's actually taken temperatures off their highs the last several days. It's nowhere near as chilly as it's going to actually feel by later this weekend. Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish is following our first true cold front of the season by later in the weekend, and we may have multiple mornings in some cases where you're in the 40s, believe it or not, and we'll have nice dry skies throughout as well. A number of storylines we're following for you throughout Jacksonville's morning news. Locally, brand new from overnight, Jacksonville police shooting and killing a man in the area of Blanding and 103rd Street during an encounter that they had in a public parking lot about 9:30 last night. Police claiming that the man had a gun with him and pointed it in their direction before two officers opened fire. What we know about the events leading up to that deadly encounter and about the suspect who died last evening. What we also are learning about the increased reward following two recent deaths of young children in our community, as Crime Stoppers and other people are putting more money to try to elicit just that one piece of evidence that could ultimately lead to an arrest. What we don't know about the future of a House Speaker, we've never been in this territory before where there is a vacancy in that role, and Kevin McCarthy says he's not going to seek it again. We're hearing from local representatives and their reaction to the ouster of McCarthy and what may ultimately come next. Be listening for continuing coverage of these and other stories throughout the Wednesday edition of Jacksonville's Morning News.